So the next step on this path to having this unfuckwithable mindset is about upgrading our self-talk and dealing with that mean inner voice. So our inner critic, I can talk to you another time about how this is actually formed because it's quite interesting. But this mean inner voice is not us, and it's also not real. It's just become a bit of a habit. And there's two really nice techniques I'm going to share with you now about how you can overcome this mean inner voice and how you can upgrade your self-talk. Because something I've noticed as well, working with clients and with myself, is these mean things that we say to ourselves, again, they're not unique to us. They're actually like information that we've absorbed from around ourselves that we just use to beat ourselves up. So the first rule of upgrading our self-talk is, can we agree? If you wouldn't say it to a friend, you're not allowed to say it to yourself. Is that cool? Because I know that when I'm in that mood of beating myself up, I say things to myself that I would never say to anyone else. I would not treat anyone in my life in that way. So that's the rule number one. If you wouldn't treat someone else that way, you can't do it to yourself. Then step two, what you can do right now is you can grab a pen and a piece of paper and actually write down the things that you say to yourself most often. Most often. And I like to call this the brain vomit. So you can actually brain vomit all the crap that you say to yourself, get it out on a page. Now this will seem a bit intimidating at first, but the great thing is, it is actually finite. I remember the first time I did this, I thought there was just this endless, bottomless pit of negativity inside myself, and actually it isn't true. Pretty much you might fill up a page of A4 and that's it. Then what you do is you pick the top three, just the top three, just to begin with. And then here's the trick. Have you come across something called the emotional guidance scale? Perhaps you haven't, it's something you could Google, but here's the trick of how it works. So I'm going to pick one. I feel overwhelmed. There's just not enough time in the day. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to upgrade this self-talk by reaching for a better feeling thought. So I probably can't go straight to, I've got this under control, there's all the time in the world for me, because it's too much of a jump. But I'm going to go for something that feels realistic, that helps me. So instead of feeling overwhelmed, I'm going to do that process of breathing in, acknowledge I'm feeling overwhelmed, and freedom. And I'm letting that expansion unfold. And then what feels better? A better feeling thought for me then is I can prioritise, and I know I can get the three most important things done today, and that is enough. So I've gone from being overwhelmed, thinking there's just not enough time in the day, repeatedly saying over to myself time and time again, there's just not enough time, there's just not enough time, there's just not enough time. And instead I'm switching that up with overwhelm and freedom. I know I can prioritise and I can get just the three most important things done today, and that is enough. Doesn't that feel better for you? So that's the practice. Let me know how you get on, and maybe share with me the self-talk that you've upgraded.